Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Santosh. Today we are going to discuss a simple topic: how to find swing highs, swing lows in any kind of chart. So you can use any time frame. The higher time frame you go, that will be more effective. The smaller time frame you will have small target, small stop loss. Higher time frame you will have higher stop loss, higher target. So accordingly, as per your risk reward, you can choose your time frame. This strategy will best work on the higher time frames, which range from 75 minutes to 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. But you can also apply this on 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, but it will be more effective on 15 minutes and more than that. But you can also apply this on 3 minutes, 5 minutes. If you are an experienced trader, you should be very quick of identifying the swing highs, swing lows, and you should be very quick in entering and exiting the trades when your target hit or when your stop loss hit. Okay, no strategy is 100%. As I said, no strategy will give 100% results. Every strategy has its own pros and cons. So I would say this strategy 90% of times you will be on the right side when you use this strategy with proper risk reward. Okay, if you are using this strategy without proper risk reward, you are entering n number of lots, exiting whatever way you want, you are not following the rules and regulations, then obviously this 90% will go into 20%. Okay, or it can go to zero also. If you follow proper rules and regulations, you will be always on the right side of this 90%. If you are not following the rules and regulations, you will be anywhere between these two, either 0% or 20%. This 20% again, it's pure luck. Okay, generally it would be 0%. So whatever I say, you properly follow. First of all, you back test and you apply this strategy using any paper trading account, or you just observe the charts based on this strategy for few days, few months. Then based on your understanding, then you can apply this into the real trading. Again, this is purely for educational purpose. You should consult your advisors, financial advisors, when you are entering or exiting any trades. This is not a buy and sell recommendation strategy. It is purely educational purposes. Based on my research, what I have observed, I am going to share here as part of the educational course. So now let's see, so what are those rules which we have to follow when we are using this strategy. Okay, the first rule that we have to follow when we are using this strategy, to find the swing low. Okay, to find the swing low, you should have at least minimum 5 to 8 series of red candles. Series of red candles. And if you wanted to find swing high, you should have at least 5 to 8 series of green candles. You should have at least 5 to 8 series of green candles. To find swing low, we need to have 5 to 8 series of red candles. To find swing high, we need to have 5 to 8 series of green candles. Okay, when you see this kind of pattern, based on that we have to apply the logic, and then we can enter into the trades. Now let's see how we have to apply this logic based on this 5 to 8 series of red candles, based on this 5 to 8 series of green candles. So let me take another window. So now let's see here. So we have a green. Let's observe the swing high. How to find a swing high? So we have a green candle here. Let's assume this green candle has some wick, and we have another green candle. It has some wick downside. We have another green candle which has some wick upside. Here we have another green candle which has some wick bottom and down. We have another green candle here, and we have another green candle here like this, and then we have a red candle like this. We have a red candle like this. So now we have seen here series of 6 green candles from bottom to top. So if you closely observe this candle, this low is lower than this low. In other words, the second candle low is higher than the first candle low. It is a higher low. And the second candle high is higher than the first candle high, which is a higher high. So in the same way, if you see the third candle low is higher than the second candle low, which is higher low. And the third candle high is higher than the second candle high, which is higher high. So here you are seeing higher low, higher high kind of formation within the candles. So higher high, higher low. So now here you are seeing higher high and higher low. And this red candle is breaking out this formation, which is higher high, higher low formation. Now here it is lower high, and this is lower low. So here we have lower high and lower low. So when this kind of formation you see here, this is forming a swing high here. The pattern, it is breaking the pattern of higher high, higher low pattern. It has broken this pattern and it has formed a lower high and lower low pattern. When you see this kind of pattern formed, this will be your entry, this will be your entry, and before candle will be your stop loss. This will be your SL. So this will be your entry, this candle low will be your entry, and before candle high will be your SL. So based on this, you will get minimum 1:2 reward. But if when you get 1:1 reward, always you should bring your stop loss. Your SL should be at cost to cost. When you reach 1:1 reward, the SL should be at cost to cost. When it goes to 1:2, when you hit 1:2, you should bring your SL to 1:1, so that always you will be on safer side. And you can write this trend with confidence when you are trailing your stop loss. If you are not trailing your stop loss, if you still keep stop loss here and your price is at 1:2 target, you are not booking any of the target, or else you are not trailing any of your target, one day if a sudden big candle comes like this, all of your profit goes into zero. So it is always advised to maintain proper risk reward and trail your SL. So now we have seen how we can identify the swing high. In the similar way, we will see how we can identify the swing low. Okay, and then we will go on to the charts, and then we will observe, and then we will also discuss some more important points on the charts. So now let's see here. So let's assume, let me go here, let me apply this. So this is a red candle. And for swing low, what you need to have series of red candles, at least minimum 5, and maximum it can be anything, but it should be minimum 5. So now you see these are the 3 candles, and again we see other candle, We have seen other candle. Now we have seen another candle, something like this. Now if you see here, this is the higher high and this is the low. Now here next candle, high is lower than the previous candle. This is a lower high, and next candle low is previous than the previous, next candle low is less than the previous candle low. So this is a lower low. Now here it is forming lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and again this is lower high and this is lower low. Now here, when this kind of price action is happening, suddenly you see a green candle like this. So which low will be greater than this low? So this is higher low, and the high of this will be greater than this high. It is higher high. So in this downtrend, suddenly you see this kind of pattern formation, and this pattern is breaking this pattern, which is lower high and lower low, and it is forming higher high and higher low. So in this case, this will be your entry. When you see this kind of pattern, this will be your entry, and the previous candle low will be your SL. Again, don't keep exact pinpoint low as an SL. You just give 0.5 to 1% difference based on your risk reward. Okay, based on your risk capacity, you can keep 0.5% or 1% more SL than the low, exact low. Okay, so this will be your entry. If you are a pro trader, what you will do, if you wanted to enter 100 quantity, you will enter 50 quantity here. Okay, and in case if any dip comes here, you will enter another 50 quantity, and again when it is breaking out this level, you will enter another 50 quantity here. So total you will enter 150 quantity like this, and your average will come here and your SL is here. Okay, and you can trail your stop loss as we discussed. When it is 1:1, you will bring your stop loss to cost. When it is 1:2, you bring your stop loss near 1:1. Okay, this way you can confidently trade. Suppose you are entering 50 quantity here, you haven't got this dip, market has rallied like this, let it rally, just trail this 50 quantity itself. Don't be greedy. If you go into greedy, then you will incur losses. So always don't be greedy. So hope you have understood this simple concept, how to identify a swing high and a swing low. This is called as swing low. Now let's apply whatever we have learned here on the charts and see. Let me open the chart. Okay, now we are on simple time frame. Okay, let me take this out. Okay, so now we are here on TCS chart. Okay, let's watch out this TCS chart. What I said, we can apply this from 3 minutes time frame to monthly time frame. Okay, but it will be better if you apply on the higher time frame in the initial stages till you become pro using this strategy. Don't apply on 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. You should be really pro to apply on 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, because you have to enter trades quickly, you have to exit your trades quickly, you have to keep your SL in the system, and accordingly you have to properly trail your TSL. Okay, to book your profits. So now let's go on to the 75 minutes time frame. So I will move on to the 75 minutes time frame, and let's see this TCS chart. Apart from TCS, we will see many other charts as well. Okay, at least 3 to 4 other charts we will see, so that you will know how to identify swing lows and swing highs. Okay, let me go here. If you see here, there are series of red candles here. Okay, there are series of red candles, and here if you see, the both low is almost same here. Okay, so we cannot treat this as a swing low. So still we see a fall here, and you see this candle low is less than previous candle low, but this candle high is not higher than the previous candle high. Okay, and this is the bottom candle. So this is the low, this is the high. And when you see the next candle, so let me erase this. Okay, so now when you see the next candle, here I will just zoom in little bit so you will get a clear idea. So here this is the low and this is the high, and the next candle if you see, it is the higher low and this is the higher high. So this is your entry here. Here you are going to enter, this is your entry, and this will be your ESL. Okay, and what I said, after 1:1 you have to bring your stop loss to cost. After 1:2 you can book 50% and other 50% you can bring it to 1:1. It's based on what kind of risk management you are going to follow. Now let's see in this trade how much reward we have received. So let's assume this is our entry, and as I said, we should not keep stop loss exactly low of this candle. You should give some room. So I have just given this room, and if you see, we got almost 1:4 on this trade. Okay, we got almost 1:4 on this trade, but it is not mandatory that always you will get 1:4, but minimum 1:2 you are going to get. On the worst case you will get 1:1. So at 1:2 you have to book 50% of your quantity, and rest 50% you can trail. After 1:3 you have to bring that 50% to 1:2. After 1:4 you have to bring the remaining 50% to 1:3 as your SL. This is how you are going to trail. So here now you are seeing series of green candles forming. Okay, in between you will have red candles as well, but you are seeing series of green candles forming. Okay, so here you are seeing a candle, okay, which has higher high. Okay, and this is a low. Okay, in this only one condition has failed. Okay, it is higher high and lower low. Okay, here for us we have to match two conditions. The candle should be lower high and lower low to identify the swing high. Now if you see the next candle, high is lower high, next candle low is lower low. So where is your entry? Your entry is here. At the close of this candle will be your entry, and this will be your ESL. And you see how much reward you have got. Let's assume here is our entry, and let's keep our SL little above, and we will drag it here. Okay, now you are seeing 1:2, almost close to 1:2 risk reward you have received. Okay, and the other way of exiting this trade with your trailing is when you are seeing the downtrend here. Okay, when this downtrend pattern breaks like this, this is lower, this is low, and this is high, and next candle close came inside. So other day the next candle low, it is a higher low and it is a higher high. So here will be your entry, here will be your SL, and you will be trailing this trend. So when you see this kind of pattern forming, here you will be exiting your trade which you have entered here. Okay, whatever case it is, you are going to exit your trade. Either it is at 1:1 or 1:2, 1:10, you are going to execute again when this kind of pattern is formed. This is on TCS. Now let's see same patterns on some other chart. Okay, let's assume this is a Reliance chart. We also see on the Reliance chart. Okay, now let's see on the Reliance chart. You'll see in many places you can find swing lows, swing highs easily. Let's take a simple example. Okay, so here you are seeing series of green candles. Okay, suddenly you see this is the high and this is the low, and next day this will be the lower high and this will be the lower low. So here you are going to enter the trade. Here will be your SL, and this is minimum 1:1 or 1:2. Again here you see a candle forming and this low is maintained and this candle is closing above this candle. So then here you are going to exit your trade irrespective of your trailing. You are going to exit your trade here, and here you will enter and this you will follow. Again you will see a candle like this. Again next day it will happen like this, lower high, lower low. Here you will be entering, this will be your SL and this is your target. So like this swing highs, swing lows you will be seeing many times on the chart. But how effectively you identify and how effectively you trail your SL, that is the key of this strategy. If you are not properly following your rules and regulations, not properly maintaining your risk reward, then you will be incurring losses. Now let's see Nifty chart. Okay, let's go on to the Nifty chart. We will see what happening on the Nifty chart now. Okay, in Nifty chart you see series of red candles here. Okay, and you see this candle here, this is the low, this is the high, and here this candle, this is the higher high and this is the higher low, and this will be your entry, this will be your stop loss, and see the trend. Okay, in between you get swings. Okay, accordingly, so here you get a swing, so accordingly you are going to trade these swings as per this strategy. Okay, if you wanted to capture this mini swings, you can also capture this mini swings using our strategy. So okay, you can enter here, you can exit here, again you capture this bit, or else if you will take your SL and you will enter another swing. Okay, this way you can identify exact swing lows, exact swing highs using this strategy. And lastly we'll see Bank Nifty chart as well, so that you will also get clear idea how it is applying on index. Now in general, if we see, okay, this is the trend going on. Okay, here we had two doji candles. Okay, but more than the doji, so this is the high and this is the low, and next candle it has formed the lower low, sorry, it has formed lower high and it has formed lower low. Now when market opens tomorrow, okay, we might see Bank Nifty giving some pullback. This can be our stop loss, this can be our entry, and it might give a pullback towards downside. Okay, same thing we see on Nifty chart also, same pattern. So we have seen lower, this is a lower high and this is a lower low. We are seeing similar kind of pattern, but only thing here difference is all these candles, okay, whatever candles you are seeing, these are inside this big candle. Okay, inside this big candle. So if candles are inside a candle, So these lower high, lower low patterns will not work. Okay, either it should be above or below of this candle. Okay, any of the candle, if it is closing below this candle, we see downward movements. If a candle close above this big candle, we see movement going upwards. So that is how trend is going to perform here at the moment on Nifty. Same thing you can apply in any other charts. You can apply in gold also. So if you see, this is the trend which is going in gold. You see here, this is the high and this green candle is the low. Okay, and this is a inside candle, next red candle. Okay, this red candle is below and this is the lower low and this is the lower high. Here will be your entry, this will be your stop loss, and you see your reward. Okay, again this is a big candle here. Okay, now this candle itself closed above this candle. So this candle close will be our entry. This is our SL, and as I said, 50% you have to enter here, 50% on the dip you have to enter here, 50% on the breakout you have to enter. So if you do that way, you see in this setup your average will come somewhere here, your SL will be here. By now you're already in profit. Okay, from here already you are in this much profit in gold, and you can trail as per your risk reward. So like this swing high, swing lows, you see many places, and with this strategy you can identify exact swing low, exact swing high. But there will be few times it will hit SL as well. So that is why I said you have to properly maintain risk reward. Okay, when you hit SL, again if you don't follow this strategy, you might lose a big trade. Okay, you have to consistently follow this strategy, so your win ratio will be 90%. Your win ratio will be 90% if you consistently follow this strategy with proper risk reward. If you are not following with proper risk reward, it can go to 0% also. Okay, so in trading always you have to maintain your risk reward. So I again repeat, this video is purely for education. You do your own back testing. When you are entering, exiting your trades, you please consult your financial advisors. Don't just rely on other people's inputs. Okay, you have to do your own analysis. You have to do your own back testing as well. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We will come up with another strategy where by then you can do a back testing of this strategy. So hopefully next week I'll come up with another strategy. You can try those strategies as well. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please do me a favor by hitting that like button and subscribing to this channel so that you will get alerts whenever I upload any new video onto my channel. Thank you.